Hi everybody! Hi everybody! Hi everybody! I'm doing a tutorial on being a mad scientist. So if you want to see how to get it done, keep watching!
Hey everybody! I know my skin's kind of looking a little weird. That's because I started the tutorial not realizing I didn't press record. Yay for me. But I'm back again with another do-it-yourself Halloween costume. I did buy a couple little props again for this costume. You don't have to, but I spent like $4, so you don't have to spend a lot on this costume again, and it is pretty easy, pretty quick. This one, I'm going to cover my eyebrows, and I just use the glue stick method. And basically, you just put the glue stick on, work it into the hairs, let it dry, put another layer, make sure all the hairs are laid flat against the skin, more flush against the skin, and then you can cover it with your makeup. Mine's still a little tacky, so I'm just gonna start on my face makeup, which I already did. I'm using the Ben Nye character base, and this is in Witch. Okay guys, so the light is actually fading, so you probably can't see very well, but I will move if it gets too dark. But basically I applied the face makeup all over, and then I just pressed it into my brows, and then I took a little sponge, like a little powder puff like this, and I just took some translucent powder and then just rolled over top to really set that makeup into the brows so that it doesn't smear later. Next, I'm gonna do, because we're gonna make this mad scientist look kind of like he had a burn or something, or some kind of chemical accident. So I'm taking toilet paper, and actually this will work better with cheap toilet paper. And what you want to do is split it in half so that you have two really thin layers. Then you're going to just rip a little piece. Now I'm going to do this on my cheek with Flesh latex, but I was going to demonstrate this with liquid, like kids liquid glue, but I don't have any. So it's actually cheaper to do it with the liquid glue, and it works just as well. It takes a little bit longer to dry, but it's still as effective for when you're doing something like this. And I'm going to highly recommend you don't use your makeup brushes for latex, because they will be destroyed after the latex dries. You can use a Q-tip, or if you don't mind throwing away a brush, you can do that too. I'm going to use a little plastic spatula and just dip in and put a little bit on my face here. And I'm just going to grab my little mirror. So I'm going to throw on a little swatch there, and then I'm going to take the toilet paper and I'm gonna just start piling it on. And as I go, I'm just gonna make it kind of fold over and create some texture. I threw on a little bit more of the Flesh latex over top after it dried a little, just to again build up the texture a little bit. If you're using Elmer's glue, you can do the same thing. You can also layer it more if you want to have like a big hole. You can kind of make like a little crater with your toilet paper or tissue paper. So pretty much, yeah, just got a little gash on my forehead and then kind of this sore looking thing by my mouth. I'm going to speed up my the drying time with the hair dryer. You don't have to, but it is a tip if you're kind of in a hurry. You can just on cool, blow it on your little homemade prosthetic piece, and it'll help speed up the drying time. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll come right back to you guys and we'll go to the next step. Okay guys, so I actually moved the camera because the light's just not sufficient enough right now. So you can kind of see the particular one I'm using, the liquid latex will turn kind of yellowy, kind of yucky. I'm just going to go around with my finger here and just make sure that the edges sort of match the skin surrounding it. Okay, so I've got kind of my outer layer makeup going on. The wounds are slightly covered around the edges. Now I'm going to go in with a bloodish sort of color. This is a Mayron Color Cup again. It's like their red color. You can mix cheap makeup together, take a red and a brown and mix them together to get a more real life. I'm going to take a little bit of this on a spatula here, and you can use whatever you want really, but kind of want to make sure I get enough color right in the center. Give a nice little coating, and even though right now it probably doesn't look that special, you'll see once we start to layer and add the blood, how this will actually be pretty effective. Kind of blend it around a little bit more. And if you dab your wound, it'll actually give it, you know, another dimension of texture. So there we go. Looks like we have flesh-eating disease. So that's the first little layer. And I'm just gonna do that for the top little gash here. Okay, so there we have it. I'm gonna add fake blood on, of course, but I'm gonna wait until I add a few other things. So now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So I'm gonna take black eyeliner, and I'm going to kind of do like these really bushy, unruly brows. You can go, like, you don't have to add brows. I mean, this looks creepy enough as it is. I want to have pretty angry eyebrows. Something like that. Like really mad, crazy eyebrows. Now, because our wound cuts off this side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here and just make it look like we burned off some of our eyebrows. Just kind of making some flicks as I go. It's kind of like faking eyelashes. And this will just give you a little bit more of a mangy looking eyebrow. Okay, I think those are sufficient for being crazy eyebrows. So next I'm going to go into the eyes, and I'm actually going to use some jumbo pencils. I'm going to take the white, and I'm going to go under my eyes just to make them look like pretty big. So I'm just going to coat them under like this and do the waterline. I'm going to do my eye bags, and basically I'm just going to go, this is jumbo pencil in purple, and I'm just basically going to go right under, not caring about being messy, just going right under the white. Okay, so after I've done kind of the white part, I'm just taking a pencil, like a black pencil, and I'm just going under the eyes here just to make that purple a little darker, because it's not dark enough, I think, to give that really creepy, creepy look. I think that looks pretty crazy. So I'm gonna go into the blood part, which is my favorite part. And again, the Cinema Secrets blood gel. This is the best. I really, really love this stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the back of a spatula here, and we're gonna go onto the wound, and I'm just gonna sort of work it into the middle, and then I'm gonna just drag a few drops of blood down and onto my forehead wound. So again, just gonna goop on a little bit in the center. And then I'm gonna make a few little blood drips running down from it. Just like that. And I think for the effect, I will put some blood on my mouth. I've got a
set of protective goggles I got from the dollar store. And I think it was $1.50. And then for my lab coat, because you definitely want a lab coat, I'm using a men's collared white shirt. If you can find a real lab coat or one at not the dollar store, but the thrift store, then that is awesome. I'm using some dishwashing gloves for, my lab gloves. If you can find those big black industrial gloves, those work too. And then finishing touch is a glow stick in your front pocket. And that just, especially in the dark, will make it look like you've got some crazy toxic potion. So that just helps play up your crazy, psycho, mad scientist look. So I hope you guys like it. I know it looks a little crazy. I will see you soon with another tutorial coming up right away.